Well, Jason, you got your wish. We got the Llama Lords logo. We are fully logoed up. We started the day, no logos at the beginning of NA, and now it's full logo time. Dan, thank you so much. And now, Jason, taking the wheel with you as we look into our BO1 here for NA, and the lane pitcher comes online.
Like to see maybe Kelvin or Geist swap over to this lane, so you could go for the double soak for the side of TF2 Boomers.
Arctic Beam coming out. Kelvin, a little bit of poke and on the way back. And one thing we didn't talk about in draft that I just now has kind of dawned on me, I think the early Abrams pick for TF2 Boomers was partly a deny pick, because it means that we see Calc just getting blown up on the Mo and Krill versus Calc being a raid boss on Abrams. Abrams is Calc's biggest pick, like biggest comfort pick. And that got denied very early in this draft, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I will give him the caveat that he did play Mo and Krill when they played up against Hydronation.
Yeah, it's not Deathy on the Lash.
No, Deathy's on Mirage. That's a good point.
Yeah, that, I just assumed it would be Deathy on the Lash, given prior history, so that is a little bit unexpected.
Well, Boink's going to be on the Kelvin. He's going to fall to Naked. That was a dive into lane 2 towards the enemy's side of the jungle.
This guy right here, Goober. Goober is one of the best Viscuses around, and they didn't want to deal with that. But yeah, we got Yamato here. Early Singularity goes in, Tankman down, and you can't mention the power of just an early Singularity at this point in the game. And look, Naked knows better than anyone else.
Rokane, he's going to escape potentially, it seems, down to 80 HP. No Jin Mark going to be proccing off of him, and Ido's going straight in back.
Ido on the dive, finishes off Deathy, and yeah, Rokane barely gets away, but did so much damage to Deathy that was an easy over and done for Ido once they showed up in lane.
Oh, and look at this. Now Rokane's heading to lane 2 to kind of pick up where Ido was.
Yeah, and we saw just this last weekend, Rokane is not someone you want to get ahead, given what he was able to do versus Hydronation.
Oh, yeah. He was insanely fed, especially in the, I think it was the first map, if I'm not mistaken. He was definitely one of the reasons why they ended up winning that match.
Team's now down one Guardian. Still though, Jason, surprisingly, especially given that NA tends to be more skirmishy, it's been a relatively contained game here so far. Not too much in terms of rotations, and both teams playing, dare I say, a little passively.
Well, talking about skirmishes, Rokane's going to be coming in. Concussive Combustion is available to be used, but they want to, I guess, save this one potentially for the urn. They do force out the frozen shelters. Boink's just going to look to stay alive, and that's going to be very important to get the charge onto Ido. Very low in HP. Telekinesis was used at the same time over towards Deathy, so they will trade out at least to getting that kill, and Ido does survive in the meantime over in lane 1, so a good initial trade here for Llama Lords, as they're still looking to be aggressive on this lane, as he's just all by himself. The Traveler is up, but he's very low in HP.
Look at here, you wonder, will Deathy get away? We're watching Lash run over.
Well, I mean,
and the answer to that is no.
Perfect, because Mirrorman's like, hey, you're gonna go fight with 3 on lane 4. I'm gonna go for a turn-in. Like, this is actually a really good trade for TF2 Boomers, and for Deathy just to milk as much time as he possibly can.
Kane watches. Okay, it's just like, I see you. I'm gonna try and deny a little bit of it, but that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not suicidal. I'm not gonna run in there and try and explode and be a hero.
So Llama Lord's response to this was, okay, you get the urn turn in, that's 4k souls. We're gonna actually push a walker in lane 4, which gives us so much more control around the map here. As you see Ido, he's gonna miss the jump, forced to use a shadow transformation to fight here as he heads straight in onto Goober. Still be a tough fight to take, as he's still pretty much healthy here, as Rokane comes over the side with Concussive Combustion to save him. But are they gonna be able to turn this into a kill? Well, Llama Lords will at least be able to get one here. Actually, they got 2, Goober and Salty both fall. See, I was wondering what buff he was gonna get there, because instead we're actually seeing, looks like Young Cow try to push up lane 2, look for that last Guardian.
Quick little slam in, down goes Lord NM. That's one major piece of the front line for Llama Lords down. And TF2 Boomers, Jason, they go, we got you down, we're taking the walker. This is our blood price. Really nice macro.
For base to be here. A little of a fight might break out in between lane 1 and 2, as it's Ido just trying to chase, or is being chased. His shadow transformation is going to come through, and you can see TF2 Boomers already respect it, looking to back away, get some decent damage in, but he will fall. And there's not going to be any more kills traded off of that, as the urn has been picked up for Llama Lords. Oh, look at this, ZP. Their soul lead is so big at the moment. It's so great that they have to turn it on the enemy side, which realistically, I don't think we're going to be seeing. And speaking of getting knocked off of zip lines, this is going to be Sizlucky caught out, and Boink gets the kill.
TF2 Boomers has been getting a lot of scrappy kills here, Jason, where even though Llama Lords has been trading up pretty well.
And here as well with Young Calc, and this is looking for a kill onto Deathy to stop any sort of split push potential.
For Deathy here saying, hey, We're gonna eliminate this once and for all. Absolutely no chances taken. But what do they give up in return here, Jason, is my question. You have pressure going into lane 2 for TF2 Boomers, a little bit of pressure on the lane 4. Are they going to get the Walker in turn? They do get one Walker, so the Deathy gank does not go entirely unanswered.
Oh, they get themselves a flex slot here, which is honestly a trade that I think TF2 Boomers will take any day of the week. What they have to worry about is a potential mid-boss. They're going to go for the engagement here. The Seismic Sun comes in out of Salty trying to save his teammate Goober, who's very low in HP, but he's low as well. Salty looking to escape with just 100 HP, but he'll go down to Naked of all people. But Ido has been traded out. Young Cal gets down Tankman, locking him with the ultimate. And now, speaking of mid-boss, they get 3 quick kills and immediately turn it into a mid.
Two, you think about, oh, what about mid-boss steals or defense? Do you want to go in against Dynamo Singularity? Just having Dynamo on your team helps secure mid-boss attempts to a far, far greater degree. If they see anyone even remotely nearby, they're just going to pop Singularity. Naked will have no compulsions about not doing it. No matter what, you weren't necessarily going to get the earn. It's not the worst of outcomes. Also, one thing I saw as we were looking at the Warden real quick, Lord NM is going the classical NA Warden build, which is like heavy on spirit, light on gun, majestic leap. It's not the new age EU build that does more gun into unstoppable. We might not see unstoppable even come out from Lord NM. So it's classical NA Warden.
He might not even need it at this point. He's at 25k, but no, I completely agree with you here. As Llama Lords are going for the push, trying to take down these base Guardians. Either looking for an avenue to attack here off towards the side. He might be able to find it. Power Slash comes through, and there's a little bit of chip. You can see how low he's actually getting. The Sloan Hex coming through. They're trying to go for the chase onto it. Forces out the Shadow Transformation. But Rokane will be there to back him up here. But that's one big ultimate now offline for Llama Lords. Kane on top of that, like, you're going to die in a Singularity. And TF2 Boomers have to find a way to deal with that.
I think right now, if you're Llama Lords, your #1 priority here is try to get a clean team fight. Don't let anyone get picked up. Here we go. Singularity in, slam, down. Naked, under pressure. The quick cancel by Abrams was huge. Naked is down. And you see Salty under pressure, down the stairs, down the slide, gets hit with the decay. Moving around, Shadow Transformation out for Ido on the outskirts. TF2 Boomers about to be down 2, Llama Lords down 1. Although as I say that, Salty's still alive, 100 HP in a dream here, Jason. But the dream is over. Ido and Young Calc on the finish, the dive in from Yamato, and that is a big team fight win for the Llama Lords.
And I think they're going to catch up Mirror Man on top of this. I mean, yeah, it was a good stop on Naked's ultimate. They got the kill into him, but the problem is you invest so much to deal with Naked that you forget about Lord, Rokane, Sizlucky, Young Calc, Ido. Like, there's still 5 other players that can just decimate your team. Howl's going to come out. Llama Lord is going to have to respond to this, and you can see immediately TF2 Boomers spreading out, looking for these individual picks. Try not to group up here to allow any sort of combo to come through. They're going to get the catch onto the Warden. Lord and M is down immediately, but here's the Singularity CP.
Response and get the quick pick up, but play from Naked, so much more. The Dream Singularity comes on in off the swap. And TF2 Boomers, they had their initiation, but Naked at the same point had their number. 4 kills to 1, Jason. The power of Dynamo in the palm of your hands.
That's what we talked about, right? You want to avoid these big groupings, and Llama Lords catch them out perfectly. Naked, the Singularity into, again, Sizlucky's telekinesis onto the whole team. There's nowhere you could go for TF2 Boomers. And Deathy, yeah, he'll be able to get one more back, but this is going to be mid-boss taken for Llama Lords. The Urn turn in on top of this. This is a massive swing coming through. And what is Sizlucky doing? He's in the enemy base. He's looking for Deathy. He wants to get the kill onto him. I just see a bowling ball for his stomach. Like, I don't know why I'm getting distracted by this, but it's just a big round ball. You can see them again with the Veilwalker and Magic Carpet. Oh my God, you're not going to escape this. That is a fast-ass Dynamo. He's looking, he goes through the high ground, looking for a catch on Singularity, trying to catch out multiple players, and TF2 Boomers, they're immediately running away.
Calc opened with the combo. TF2 Boomers trying to keep everyone alive as the engage comes in. Fast and furious. The Shrine's going down. The Rejuve's still in progress. First stage Patron about to melt away. TF2 Boomers still alive, and they're going to focus everything now, Jason, on the pit fight, where, by the way, you talk about things to respect, you still got to respect Lash throwing you into the fountain.
You do. Oh my God, it's like Fast and Furious 12, Magic Carpet. He's only to catch one with the Singularity here. Frozen Shelter comes in as well, so this should be Naked dying, I guess. But there's still going to be a lot of damage coming from the other side of this when the Anvil comes in and knock down Naked. He's still somehow alive, and Llama Lord's able to retreat away from this with no kills coming in for TF2 Boomers. Finally, they're able to catch up Naked and solidify this one, but they have 5 more players to deal with here, ZP. Rokane's low on HP. Ido looking to back off, And I think TF2 Boomers
Calc
held
slow.
on with that one kill. Now two.
Yeah, Calc getting caught in the outskirts, and TF2 Boomers decide to play around the pit, and they do it to perfection. And while this came down, Naked went for the super aggro singularity.
Have long respawn time. This is Lucky cannot afford to go down here as the chase is coming onto him. And we're going to finally see some backup come through, but Deathy's going to hit the tornado, catching out two different players. Salty's in there on the Abrams as well. And this actually might be TF2 Boomers turning this around. They can get so much ground if they can lock down a couple more of these kills. Llama Lords have to be so careful here, ZP, because TF2 Boomers could have a massive swing in souls.
Who gets caught? What? Off in the other lane. I mean, I don't know if it's witnessing here, Jason, but it's a lot of Llama Lords just staggering. Bad play after bad play. It makes you wonder about the state of comms right now. They seem rattled from the gameplay that we're witnessing at the moment. Roll the dice. We'll see where Naked lands in the next fight.
Oh, this is it. Telekinesis comes through. Actually just going to back away. Boink was the one to be charged with this one. Young Calc gets a little bit too deep. Singularity goes in and catches it, I believe, only into one. As Salty's going to be the person to go down, but one might be enough. The shot transformations come through it as Ido as well. Rokane still has the opportunity to use concussive combustion. Ido dives in deep looking for Deathy here, who's surprisingly tanky, but he's not going to be tanky enough as he will fall off 70 seconds on the respawn. And Llama Lords, I think, are going to turn this one back around and get themselves up against Hydra Nation. The swap comes back in, but it's not enough to stop Ido.
They are so healthy right now, too. They're diving in. There is no back button. Ido on the shadow transformation, looking for more. Power slash in. Dome out from Boink in response. And now they're looking at the Patron. The Patron is weak. TF2 Boomers down 2. The slash in from Ido. Tank Man goes down. And now on to the Patron here, Jason. Lord NM, though, kind of low. Is Lord NM going to fall? He does. He got slammed in from Lash into the fountain, but look at the Patron. It's going down, down, down. Llama Lords staving off the comeback. They get their match versus Hydra Nation after all.